The show Friends is easily one of the most beloved, appreciated, and successful sitcoms of all time. For those who don't know, the show featured a group of six friends who live in New York City and experience different relationships and have various comedic adventures. The show was so successful because each friend had a different personality, and there's bound to be someone on the cast that you identify with. The series featured some famous faces who are still recognizable today. Since it has been almost 20 years since the show ended, it is time to look back at the cast of Friends, then and now. Our first friend is Monica Geller, who is played by Courteney Cox. Considered the mother hen of the group, Monica was the clean freak who also worked as a chef, and she was the sister of Ross. Eventually, she marries Chandler. Although she's not the biggest star in the world, Courteney Cox is probably the second most famous cast member in the years since the show ended. After Friends, she starred on the sitcom Cougar Town for 6 seasons. In recent years, she has reprised her role in the Scream films, with Scream 6 coming out in 2023. Actor Matt LeBlanc played the role of Joey Tribbiani. He was the goofy and kind of dumb friend who was responsible for a lot of the punchlines on the show. His character worked as a soap opera actor, and at the end of the series, he is the only character who was not in a relationship. After Friends, Matt LeBlanc went on to star on the spin-off show called Joey that only lasted for 2 seasons. After Joey basically failed, he took a break from acting for 5 years. His latest claim to fame was starring on the sitcom called Man with a Plan from 2016 until 2020. And then there is Lisa Kudrow, who played friend Phoebe Buffay. She worked as a masseuse and musician, and she was considered to be the free spirit of the group. She also played the role of her identical twin Ursula, and by the end of the show, she's married. After Friends, Kudrow had bit parts in movies and TV shows. Her biggest role was in the HBO show The Comeback for 1 season. She continues to have smaller roles in many movies, with some of her most famous being Neighbors, The Boss Baby, and Analyze This. I would like to take a moment to thank you all for checking out my video. If you like what you've seen, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing below, as it really helps the channel. Plus, we have a lot of great videos coming up, including some from the movie Terminator 2 and the shows Modern Family and Nip Tuck. Thanks again, and back to the show. Actor Matthew Perry had his most famous role to date as the friend Chandler Bing. He was considered to be the comedian of the group, and he was also the friend with the normal 9-to-5 job. At the end of the show, Chandler ends up marrying Monica, and they have twins together. Matthew Perry has struggled over the years, not just in Hollywood but also with narcotics, as he was addicted to Vicodin for several years. Luckily, he has since cleaned up. Since Friends, he had roles in the movies Fools Rush In and The Whole Nine Yards, and he co-starred in the sitcom The Odd Couple until 2017. Hollywood sweetheart Jennifer Aniston played the role of Rachel Green. The show basically starts when she moves in with Monica and meets the other friends. Aniston played a waitress turned fashion enthusiast who has an off-and-on relationship with Ross until they finally get together during the season finale. Jennifer Aniston is easily the most famous actress and person from the show. She has starred in numerous films over the years, from Horrible Bosses to The Breakup, and she has starred in many Adam Sandler films. Today, she stars on the Apple TV program called The Morning Show. The sixth and final friend of the group is actor David Schwimmer, who played Ross Geller. He was often considered to be the serious one of the group, and he was a bit awkward at times. He was Monica's brother on the show, and he worked as a paleontologist. His relationship with Rachel was the highlight of the series. David Schwimmer continues the trend of being another one of the male actors who didn't find a lot of success after Friends. He's had co-starring roles in the cartoon Madagascar, and he played lawyer Robert Kardashian in The People vs. O.J. Simpson. He currently stars in the British show called Intelligence. The show Friends was famous for having many guest stars over the years, and while there are too many to name here, we can talk about a few, including actor James Michael Tyler, who starred as Gunther, a barista at Central Perk. He was always in the background of the coffee shop, and he had some pretty good one-liners during the series. After Friends, he had a short-lived career and had a role in the Showtime sitcom Episodes. Sadly, James Michael Tyler passed away in 2021 after a fight with prostate cancer. Actor Jon Favreau had a guest role in 6 episodes of Friends. He played Monica's rich boyfriend named Pete Becker. Their relationship ended after he tried to become a martial arts champion. Over the years, Jon Favreau continued to act with roles in The Breakup, Wolf of Wall Street, and numerous Marvel films. In addition to acting, he is also a director. He has directed some of the bigger movies of the last several years, including Elf, the Iron Man movies, and both The Jungle Book and The Lion King for Disney. Movie star Bruce Willis also starred in 3 episodes of Friends during season 6. He played the father of one of Ross's girlfriends, and he won an Emmy for his work on the show. Of course, Bruce continued to be one of the biggest action stars, with several movies coming out every year. He was in the Die Hard movies, Unbreakable, and many straight-to-video releases. Unfortunately, earlier this year, he was diagnosed with a brain condition called aphasia, and he has retired from acting. Other guest stars included Christina Applegate, Reese Witherspoon, George Clooney, Winona Ryder, Danny DeVito, and comedian Jon Lovitz, among others. So there you have it, the cast of Friends, then and now. So how about you? Do you love this show? Do you still watch the reruns? What's your favorite line from the show? Let us know in the comments. Once again, we thank you for watching our video and for supporting our channel. Please like and subscribe below and check out our other videos above. Until next time, have a great day.